Class 10 Physical Science Reflection of Light at Curved Surfaces. In previous class, we discussed about effects of light, and we discussed about curved mirrors and convex mirrors, and pole, center of curvature, radius of the curvature, focus of convex and concave mirrors. These are also we discussed. And we discussed about ray diagrams for concave mirror. In this class, we discuss about focus, image distance and object distance, and we have to find a relation between F, V and U. That is also called derivation for the formula for curved mirrors. 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. Here we should know what is F, what is U and what is V first. Then we have to find a relation between F, U and V. F means everybody knows focal length. We already discussed in previous video. Suppose this is my concave mirror. Curved outside is coated with silver, then it acts as a concave mirror. This is my pole, the center of the concave mirror, and it is denoted by P. Center of curvature C. By joining P and C we will get axis of error. And we know that focus must be midpoint of P and C. This is focal point. Focal point always lies between P and C, and it is a midpoint. Here F means focal length, that is PF. PF. It is denoted by small f. It may be 2 centimeters, it may be 3 centimeters, whatever it may be. That is here we called some F. And this is my center of curvature, PC. PC is nothing but 2 times of PF, 2 times PM, because this is the midpoint. 2 times of this is nothing but PC. That is equal to 2M. And next, we are coming to the U and V. When we place an object beyond the C, C means center of curvature, the distance from pole to object, the distance from pole to object is called object distance. Suppose AB is my object. So PA is equals to object distance, this is U. This is maybe 10 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 100 centimeters, whatever it may be. PA is nothing but object distance. Now coming to the next image distance. So we already discussed how they form the images by using ray diagrams. Suppose this is my parallel beam of light. It is parallel to the principal axis and bounce back at the curved mirror and passing through the focal point. If a light ray travel to the center of curvature, suppose it is going something like this. Center of curvature. It bounces back in as it is direction. In the same path. Because it is normal to the curved mirrors. Now okay. The point of intersection of ray 1 and ray 2 is nothing but point of intersection of ray 1 and ray 2 makes a image of AB. Say this is a B, I would like to take B dash, and this is perpendicular, shows the image A dash. A dash B dash is the image of AB, and P A dash is equal to small v. It is my object distance from the pole. This is my distance. So these things we should know to prove this one. But here we need some more constructions. Suppose AB is here now. I would like to draw a perpendicular parallel to the AB. Say some x and this is P dash. X P dash is parallel to AB. And this is equal to this because it is a rectangle. Now, after this, we have to follow the mathematical principles. Suppose this is my one triangle and this is my other triangle. These two triangles similar. If two triangles are similar, corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in proportion. That similar triangles properties of similar triangles help us to prove this one. First we are going to see the basics of similar triangles. Suppose this is my triangle ABC. Suppose this is my one more triangle. This is my some DGF. If these two are said to be similar, corresponding angles are equal. That means this is suppose 30 degrees. This must be 30 degrees. Suppose this is 60. This must be 60. Then it is must be 90 degrees. And this is also 90 degrees because some of the angles in a triangle are ready. If two triangles are similar, corresponding angles are equal, then corresponding sides are in proportion. Suppose this is 3 centimeters, this must be 6 centimeters. Suppose this is 4 centimeters, this is 8 centimeters. Suppose this is 5 centimeters, this must be 10 centimeters. That means this triangle is 2 times of this triangle. Very simple. By observing this similar property, okay, nothing will happen. See here. Yeah, similar triangles property. Some this by this must be equals to this by this must be equals to this by this. That means corresponding sides are in proportion. That means AB by BE is equals to BC by EF is equals to AC by BF. D. Yeah. So AB by BC, AB by DE, AB by DE. So 3 by 6 is equals to 4 by 8 is equals to 5 by 10. See? 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So, okay, anyhow, now you understand the properties of triangle. Now we are going to prove 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by B. Okay. Let us go to the diagram. We have to prove 1 by F is equal to 1 by U plus 1 by B. We have to prove this one. Keep in mind. Okay. Now, coming to this. Consider these two triangles. See, be concentrated. This is exactly 90 degrees. And this is exactly 90 degrees. We know this one because these two are perpendicular to the principal axis. Okay. These two are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, these two triangles are similar. Suppose this is 30, this is also 30. Then ultimately, this and this are 60. From the figure, triangle ABC is similar to triangle A dash B dash C. Then corresponding sides are in proportion. I would like to take this by this. AB by A dash B dash is equals to. Next, the base of this triangle is AC divided by base of this triangle is A dash C dash. A dash C. A dash C. Okay. Now, and one more triangle I would like to consider here. This and this. See these two triangles. A dash B dash F and XP dash F. I am considering these two triangles. This is exactly 90 degrees and this is exactly 90 degrees. These two are vertically opposite. Again, these two triangles are similar from this ray diagram. Now, coming to here. Triangle XP dash F is similar to triangle A dash B dash F. Now consider these two triangles and then we solve for this. See, this by this is equals to, by these two similar triangles, this by this. That means X P dash by A dash and B dash. This by this is equals to this base is X
P dash F.
P dash F divided by A dash F. A dash F. This is the base of this triangle. This is the base of this triangle. This is equation 2. But I know one thing. XP dash is equals to 8. XP dash is equals to XP dash is equals to 8. From this one, I would like to write XP dash is equals to 8. That means in place of XP dash, I would like to write AB. So AB by A dash B dash is equals to P dash F by A dash F. This is the equation I modified and I will give the same name. 2. Now observing 2 and 1. This and this are equal. See, AB by A dash B dash, AB by A dash B dash. Then this is equal to this. From 1 and 2, AC by A dash C is equals to P dash F by A dash F. A dash F. Here very important points to know to get 1 by F is equals to 1 by U plus 1 by V. Okay. First we will go to AC. What is my AC? This is my AC. AC is nothing but PA minus PC. PA minus PC is nothing but AC. PA minus PC. PA minus PC means, see here, PA means object distance, we already discussed but I would like PA is equals to object distance U. So U minus PC means, I already explained, PC is equals to center of curvature. PC is equal to 2 times F, already discussed. 2F, clear. Now coming to A dash C. This is my A dash C. A dash C is nothing but PC minus PA dash. PC minus PA dash. PC minus PA dash is nothing but A dash C. So I would like this is what AC. The next one is
A dash C.
A dash C is nothing but PC minus PC minus PA dash. PA dash. That is PC is nothing but 2F minus PA dash is nothing but U. P PA dash very hard.
V sir.
Yes,
V.
this is V because this is image distance. PA dash is nothing but image distance. We already discussed. Okay. Now coming to this part, AC is nothing but U minus 2F divided by A dash is nothing but 2F minus V. That is equals to P dash F. This is very important role to understand this part. See here, P A dash, right? P dash F, sorry. P dash F. We are discussing about P dash F. Here, listen. This is my parallel beam applied. It is parallel to the principal axis. It is coming from here. Suppose it is my parallel beam applied. It is going near to the principal axis. Then my distance is my height of the object will be decreases. At the same time, P dash is almost or coincide with P. If I going very near to this one, it reaches what? P. Am I clear or not? The light rays parallel to the principal axis and very near to the principal axis. Then P dash F must be equals to PF. Am I clear or not? Here no need of height. And no need of height. Height of the object is different. We can use in different methods. In this formula, we should find the relation between F, U and V only. That's the reason. If a light rays very near to this one, that means it is a point object. Now it is a point object. That's the reason all rays are goes to principal axis and come back in the same direction, in the same path. Bounce back and comes in the same path. That's the reason P dash F is nothing but here PF. Where is my P dash F? This is my P dash F. Is nothing but PF. Is divided by A dash F. Now we are coming to A dash F. This is my A dash F. A dash F I would like to write down here. A dash F. See here. This is my A dash F. This is my A dash F.
Sir, that's
A dash F. Sorry. This is A dash F. This is A dash F. Sorry. This is my A dash F. I would like to write PA dash minus PF. PA dash minus PF. PA dash minus PF. He nothing but A dash F. This is also very important. Once again I am telling A dash F. We can write PA dash minus PF. Now PA dash means PA dash. PA dash is nothing but image distance. PA dash is image distance. Very important. These points are help to solve this one. So first one, U minus 2F by 2F minus V, that is equals to PF. Focal length. Where I written, not written. One second. PF is equals to small m. PF is nothing but focal length. Okay. So F by PA dash means V minus F. Now by taking cross multiplication. Here very important. Do in a neat manner. Okay. This is multiplied by this and this is multiplied by this by taking cross multiplication. U minus 2f into V minus f is equals to
F into.
f into 2f minus v. V. First term into first term uv. First term into second term minus fu. Second term into first term minus 2fv. Second term into second term plus 2f square equals to 2f square minus fv. Fv. Okay. 2f square cancel. Now see here, very important. Minus 2fv is there. We'll go this side plus 2fv minus here we have one fv. Write down like this. Now here we have
UV minus FU.
uv minus
FU.
fv. Okay, it's clear. 2fv minus fv is nothing but
1 FV.
very good 1
FV.
fv. Can I write fv like this?
Yes.
And here we have
UV.
uv minus
FU.
fu. This is negative term will go this side plus. So uv is equals to fu plus fv. Now I would like to divide with f into u into v. I would like to divide with f into u into v. Very important. Both sides. I divide with f into u into v on both the sides. So u v by f into u into v is equals to fu by f into u into v plus fv by f into u into v. So uv get cancelled and one time. Fu get cancelled, u get cancelled. That means 1 by v.
FU.
Fu. 1 by u. That means see here 1 by f is equals to 1 by v plus 1 by u. This is my answer. This is the relation between u, v and f.